Hey guys, it's me once again, Crayard, the Thomas and Friends fan. And today I'm going to be doing something really interesting. In this video, I'm going to be ranking all Crashbox games from worst to best. There's 18 total. Now, I've never seen anyone on YouTube do this, so I might be the first person on YouTube to be able to do something like this. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get this list started. Coming in at number 18, I have Like Totally Paige and Sage. Oh my god. What were they thinking? This show's targeted towards boys, right? Yeah, well, with something like this in there, it's not. You can tell Crashbox wants to get girls to watch this too, so they made a Barbie-related game. This game is so gay on so many levels. And by that, YouTube, I mean happy. Like, come on. You got two Barbie girls sharing a room and you gotta find the differences? And you gotta wait a whole frickin' minute? Oh my gosh, I hate this game so much. This is the worst Crashbox game I've ever seen in my life. So, there you go. Number 18, Like Totally Paige and Sage. Coming in at number 17, I have Poop or Scoop. Look, it's interesting to see a guy tell you facts about animals, but in my opinion, my humble opinion, this game's kind of boring. I mean, yeah, it's a good game show, and Season 2 is funny in this one, but I'm sorry, I don't enjoy this game one bit. If you like it, I respect your opinion. And that goes with the whole show. If you like this whole show or not like it, respect my opinion. So, there's number 17. Number 16, I have Haunted House Party. Now, let me be real with you guys. This game is cool. You do have like a haunted house and some random shadows talking to each other. Especially the guy that sounds like, son, we don't have any places for a band, thank you. But, compared to the other games, this game isn't as good. I mean, I still like it, but the thing is, yeah, there's more great ones coming up. So there you have it. Number 16, Haunted House Party. Number 15, Think Tank. Now, this game is also cool. I especially like the guy. Hello, man. Welcome back to the Think Tank, man. He's so funny. He kind of reminds me of Rolf from Ed, Edd and Eddy, you know. They don't sound alike, but they're both funny as heck. Let me just say that. And by the way, in every one of these games, I'm going to be explaining to you, you know, what their purpose is. Like for Haunted House Party, I forgot to say, their purpose is, there's a new guy who's most likely a history guy, or gal, and they give you clues to figure out what guy it is. In Think Tank, they give you 3 random objects and you have to find out what's in common. This one's pretty decent, even though it's at number 15. Number 14, Riddle Snake. Now, this is one of the most coolest games in Crashbox ever. You have a snake, and you have this Egyptian guy that looks like Bert from Sesame Street, and they mainly give you a riddle, which some people call a joke, but I think it's more like a riddle because, you know, yeah, they are jokes, but whatever. You know, they could say something like, they can say something like, what gets wetter and wetter the more it dries? Which would be a towel. And then they have another one where it's, which building has the most stories? Obviously a library. But I think this one's really cool. So, number 14, Riddle Snake. Number 13, and some of you may think this is weird, Here We Are. Yeah, it's not number 13 because, yeah, I don't hate it. I think it's fine. I think the ears look cute. Like, come on, let's be real. If you think of Ed, Edd and Eddy, you would have thought, you may think that the left ear is Eddie and the right ear is Ed. I mean, just think about it. The left ear acts like Eddie and the right ear acts like Ed. Can you imagine if Eddie and Ed were the ears? I'll give you a little example here. Quit bugging you idiot! You want to play? Oh yeah, I do want to play. What's the first clue? Okay, listen to this. You know, something like that, you know? But anyways, the object in this game is that you gotta, well, I forgot to say that there's 4 games in here that were only used in Season 1. Like Totally Patient Sage was one of them, and this is the second one. But they give you some sounds, and you gotta figure out which sound it is. But obviously the right ear has to guess that, but I guess you can guess it too, I don't know. So that's number 13. Yeah, 13. So at number 12, I have Dirty Pictures. Dirty Pictures is definitely a cool one. Like, you have these 2 old people, and then you gotta find out what the picture is, which is obviously a history man. Or woman, I don't know. They even showed Hillary Clinton in one episode. I'm not joking, they really did. And that was really cool. Okay. This is gonna be a long video. Sorry about that, guys. But anyways, yeah. This old guy gives you clues, and you gotta figure out what the person is under the picture. It seems pretty cool. And what I like about this one is the fact that they actually use old classic music just to make the game classic. It's really funny. So that's number 12. Number 11, I have Distraction News. This one is definitely cool. Because you have this woman who goes by the name of Doris Marmee, and she gives you like a quiz thing with 5 questions, and you gotta find out what she's talking about without looking at the distracting things that's on screen. This one is really cool. And what I really love is there's 2 things I recognize in this one. Of course, the first one, you have the think tank, and the second one, you have a mask that always reminds me of Klasky Supo. I'm getting to the middle, sorry. Klasky Supo, and that is funny. I mean, you might have to look at the comparisons. He doesn't look exactly like Klasky Supo, but he looks slightly like him. You're just gonna have to look at the game to find out. So, there you go. Number 11, Distraction News. My paper fell on the floor, sorry. Number 10, and this one's pretty... this one's pretty interesting. Number 10 is 10 seconds. So you have this guy that kind of sounds like Ed from Ed, Edd n Eddy, and he pretty much... This is another game that's not in the rewind. You gotta solve the puzzles from the couple words. Like, for example, going online and mind over matter, Ellie Beast favorite. And, yeah. It's a pretty cool game. I love it so much, and it's just funny. Like, they really give you 10 seconds, and the game lasts for about a couple minutes at most. So there you go. Number 10, 10 seconds. Number 9, Lens McCracken, Ace Photo Snoop. This game is really cool because it feels like, honestly, this game kind of reminds me of Blue's Clues, because you have 3 clues and you gotta figure out, you know, what the puzzle is. Except there's no poppers on the thing and you gotta write down the notebook. That's not in the game. The object of this one is the pictures are zoomed up, and then they use this frickin' machine that looks like Doodle Bob from that one SpongeBob episode, Franklin Doodle, and then it spits out the picture, and it tells you what the real picture is. And this one's really cool, and it's the third out of the four that were used in only Season 1. I would have loved it if they used it in Season 2, but hey, this one wasn't 12 episodes, so that's pretty good. Haven't I told you guys that Crashbox has a total of 39 episodes? Yeah. So there's number 9. Number 8, I have Eddie Bowl. This one is really cool. And just like another game we're going to get into sooner, Eddie Bowl is one of those games who has a live action mouth. Which is kind of creepy, but kind of of cool. Yeah. I wanted to know how they do that. I mean, did they go the Annoying Orange route? I mean, Annoying Orange came right after Crashbox did, so I don't know where they got that from. But anyways, the object of this game is, Eddie Bull is swallowed by one of the animals, and he gives you clues to find out what type of animal he's in. So it's a pretty cool one. And that song the animals sing, Eddie Bull is edible, he's really, really credible, he's simply the best of the bunch. There's simply no disguising that he's so appetizing that we want him for our lunch. That song's pretty cool. So yeah, there you go. Number 8, Eddie Bull. Number 7, I have The Revolting Slob. Now you're probably wondering, Krayar, why do you put someone who is disgusting at number 7? That's a pretty good question. Well, thing is, this guy's so funny. And in the 22nd episode of Crashbox, where he was going on this date with this ugly woman, he did this funny scream, which is when the woman called him malodorous. Oh boy, that is funny. That is hilarious, man. God, that's funny. So, and also, the Revolting Slob looks like Ed from Ed, Edd n Eddy. God, the amount of times I mentioned Ed, Edd n Eddy in this video. Did Crashbox exist just so it could be like Ed, Edd n Eddy? Is that their favorite cartoon or something? Because both Crashbox and Ed, Edd n Eddy came out around the same year, 1999. While Crashbox only lasted 2 years and Ed, Edd n Eddy lasted 10. But I don't know, that's another video. That's another discussion for another video. But anyways, yeah. Revolting Slob is a really cool one. In this game, the Revolting Slob just acts cute and disgusting, and then the woman gives you some words to figure out what the Revolting Slob is defining. And she even gives you a short definition on the words, which is really cool. I would have put this game a lot further down the list, but for him being so freaking funny, that's not happening. So there's number 7. Number 6, Radio Scramble. Now, if you remember my This or This episode, I said that the Radio Scramble guy reminds me of Johnny Bravo, which that is true. Although when Johnny Bravo just acts different and talks about chicks all day, like Beavis and Butthead, the Radio Scramble guy, whose name is Jumpin' Johnny Jumbo, or Jumpin' Johnny Blum, yeah, that's Jumbo. He mainly just, as I heard from some guy who just talked about how Crashbox is a weird show, he said he's a microphone, which, yeah, that's kind of weird, but that's kind of cool actually, you know? Yeah. You got this microphone dude, and he gives you some words which don't sound good, and you gotta shuffle them to figure out what the real word is, which is cool. But while Johnny Bravo says this, whoop, ha, ha, ha. Oh yeah, I got me a good chick, baby, ha, ha, ha. Jumpin' Johnny Jumbo, sorry. Jumping Johnny Jumbo acts like this. Hey, what up, kids and kidettes? It's your humble bumble, Jumpin' Johnny Jumbo, or as we say here on Scramblin' Radio, Jumpin' Johnny Plumjet. That's because here at Scramblin' Radio, we mix 'em and you fix 'em. In other words, my name is really Jumpin' Johnny Jumbo, and that's how it works. Monster trucks and all that stuff, he said. So yeah, that guy's really cool, and that's all I need to say. So number 6, Radio Scramble. Number 5, I have, and this is a really cool one, mugshots. Now, if you guys have seen some videos or some crime shows, such as Forensic Files or CSI, you will know what this is why can't I talk? Well, you won't know what this is about. While those shows, it has 3 truths and 1 lie, this one is the opposite. It's 3 lies and 1 truth. And you gotta figure out who is telling the truth and who's lying. For example, the liar would be like, did you know that Florida isn't a state on the United States of America? And the truth one would be like, and I passed all 7 continents and crossed around all 5 oceans. Yeah, obviously the 5 ocean guy is true, and then Florida is false. And you gotta figure out which it is. Although I don't like Forensic Files or CSI, I mean, because I'm not a big fan of those in my opinion. This game just takes it to a whole new level and does it a lot better. I freaking love this game so much. So, there you go. Number 5, Mugshots. Number 4, Sketchpad. Now, if you remember in my other This or This episode, I was talking about this game. I was talking about how it reminded me of Ed, Edd n Eddy. And it's true. If you compare Sketchpad with Ed, Edd n Eddy, you will know the similarity. While Ed, Edd n Eddy has the weird animation and does scams, this game also does scams. This game also has the weird animation, and instead of scams, this guy writes. He acts like Steve or Joe from Blue's Clues and writes in his notebook, which he calls a sketchpad. What he does, he draws pictures, and he doesn't reveal the missing pages until you figure out what's already happening. This game is really cool. I like it so much. So, there you go. Number 4, Sketchpad. The guy's really cool. And now we reach our top 3. At number 3, I have Psychomath. Now, I'm always a huge math fan. You know, I love working with numbers and all that stuff. But this guy takes it to a whole new level. This crazy teacher who goes by the name of Professor Rocket gives us pictures with no numbers on it, and we gotta figure out which number belongs in there. To be honest myself, I wasn't really sure on what the pictures meant or what number the pictures had, so I didn't really guess that much. But I'm glad he gave me the answer. And then the fun part is we have to, like, here's an example. You have the number of pennies in a quarter, add it to the number of days in a week, and then divide by, I don't know, divide by number of cats' lives or something. I really don't know. But it's really cool. And yeah, he's crazy, but it's fun. It's a really fun game, so love it. Coming in at number 2, Wordshake. Now, this is the last of the 4 games that was only in Season 1. It's too bad this game only appeared 9 times. But I'm so glad, like Totally Paige and Sage only appeared 9 times. Thank God. It's blurry there. Sorry about that. But anyways, yeah. Wordshake is a really cool game. I love it. Like, he gives you 2 words and you gotta figure out what word it makes. Like, for example, on, yawn, onion, no, see, nosy, P-O, piano? Well, whatever. But anyways, yeah, and if you remember in my Crashbox salute, I said he's a mixture of Chef Pee-Pee from Super Mario Logan and Mr. Salt from Blue's Clues. I say Chef Pee-Pee because they're both chefs, obviously, and I say he's Mr. Salt because he knows French. Magnifique! And all that stuff. So there you go. Number 2, Wordshake. Now, number 1. You should already know what my number 1 favorite game is. I frickin' love it to death. My number 1 favorite game is Captain Bones. This game is frickin' awesome. Because not only he gives you a math problem with his bones, and you gotta figure out what it is and all that when it's incorrect. He's frickin' funny. Like, the music, we'll talk about that in a moment. He's frickin' funny. He tells you jokes while you're like just trying to solve the puzzle. And then when you can't figure it out, he gets all mad and he's like, enough already! And then he even went so far to making a joke about babies. He's like, you thumb-sucking scallywags! Oh god, I love this game so much. And the music. like I said in my Crashbox salute, if you listen so closely to the background, come on camera, stop it. If you listen so closely to the background, you'll know there's SpongeBob music. It's the twin sisters. In case some of you wanted to know the song. What is going on with this camera? Sorry about that. Anyways, this is the best Crashbox game ever, in my opinion. So there you go. Number 1, Captain Bones. And that, my friends, is all the Crashbox games ranked from worst to best, in my opinion. So thank you all for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe. Not forcing you, but if you want to, subscribe and do all that stuff. Please don't dislike this video. This video took like a long frickin' time to make. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for the next list. Peace out.